What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy J Star back again with the Monday night showdown, man. Hope y'all ready for this big, what I want to say, rivalry matchup here. It is, yeah. So rivalry matchup here, man. Man, this is gonna be a crazy one. I feel like the Eagles probably just gonna try to take Washington out. I feel like everything's just gonna show up crazy because it's a rivalry and it's divisional and they're at home. So oh man, God, what is that? So anyways, back to this. We're gonna go into this like we always do, defensive matchups and stuff. And both of these teams run a 4-3 defense, so it's the same for both of them. They need one of them needs to be able to establish the run, to be able to set up the big plays, one-on-one matchups out wide, stuff like that. Or if you want to attack the slot cornerbacks and things like that, if that's where the weakest link is at, for your big plays and stuff like that, then that's what you would do. So then we're gonna go through each position what they're giving up fantasy points wise. We got the Commanders giving up 18 points fantasy to quarterbacks. At running backs, they're giving up 22 fantasy points. At receiver, they're giving up 37.8. So it's a lot of points there. At tight ends, about 7.6 points. Defensively, they're giving up 8 points, and kickers, they're giving up 8 points too as well. So then on the other side of the Eagles, at quarterback, they're giving up 12 points. At running back, they're giving up 23 points. At receiver, they're giving up 30 points. So a decent amount there. Then at tight end, they're giving up 11 points. Defensively, they're only giving about 3.8 points, and kickers, they're only giving about 3.9 points. So after going through all that, man, let's see. For Philly, man, last time they played, they had Wentz. So the numbers were, really good for McLaurin, I seen, and really good for Samuel. I want to say I think even where is he at? Gibson. I feel like he even did pretty good that first time. Oh, we can't even see it though. But yeah, so I believe he had like 16, 18 fantasy points. But that was with Wentz, and Wentz was airing it out a lot. And also they had Dotson there too as well. Which Dotson is great. That's great to see that he's back. He's going to be able to play this game because they're going to definitely need him. I feel like to open up that offense a little bit more, man, because otherwise I feel like they was probably just going to double McLaurin, take him out the game, and try their hardest to stop the run. With also, I saw that let's see, is he ready to go now as well? It looks like it, huh? Because I don't see no other injuries here. So it looks like B-Rob is going to be ready to go. Yeah, because he was injured earlier in the week, but it looks like he's ready to go too. So that's really great. Yeah, that's really good to see though that he has all the weapons there. But it's like if Wentz was there, it feels like Curtis Samuel and things like that would be really good plays to take at captain. Just because his targets was so high at the beginning, like he was looking at like 8, 12 every game, 12. But since Heineke has taken over, we're looking at 8, 4, 4. Like a lot lower. It's gonna be hard for him to get to 20 fantasy points with that. But he is probably like one of the best matchups there. If not, I'm thinking like Gibson could be a good captain since he's pass catching and running a little bit. And this is a tough defense. You're gonna probably have to dump it off a lot. It sucks that Logan Thomas hasn't done well yet because I feel like they really need him. They really gonna need him in this game. So he's definitely in play, just maybe not as captain, but probably more as a flex option there. You gotta say McLaurin just because the connection with him and Heineke is always there for 20 possible 20 fantasy points. It's just about him getting into the touchdown with that. So definitely have to say he's going to be in play. Like I said, because you're trying to establish the run to hit the big play receiver. But also Dotson, man, Dotson was their big play receiver. So I kind of want to throw him in there. What's his price at captain though? Let's see, 7,500 at captain. Yeah. So my bad. But yeah, so definitely I kind of want to say he's in play then to be a captain spot too, just because he is another big play receiver that goes down deep down the field and stuff like that for them. Besides that, if they able to establish the run with either running back, I gotta say they both then one of them is in play. But it's better one so far. It looks like Gibson just because he's pass catching. But goal line touchdowns, I kind of maybe they might lean to J Rob right here. B Rob, my bad. I don't know where I said J Rob, but yeah, B Rob, and then as well as Curtis Samuel's getting a lot of dumps still. I mean, he gets the little short route, but he's fast, so he can break something big. Yards after the catch type play there for, and like I said, Logan Thomas is in play as just, man, he's like a tournament play basically because he should be a good spot here. If not, you want to take John Bates. Instead, you can take a shot there. Like I said, because kicker, let's see, was kicker points was real low and defensive points was real low here. So kind of, if I still kind of would take Washington's kicker and slide, even with the points being so low. I think it was only like 4 points there, but I think definitely, because if not, like I said, Logan Thomas probably is a better play though. It's just about them having some type of connection, happen there. McKissick, let's see what's going on with McKissick. I don't think they're really playing him that much, really, no more. 5 targets last game. Okay. Would say he could be in play, but nah, I think all the receivers and like I said, who's probably the better play would be Logan Thomas. Like, I think he's probably a little bit like of a high price sleeper because we usually think of sleepers as like something 2,000 below basically, but he could be a high price sleeper there. I don't think people are going to take him, but I feel like he could connect in this game and be a big reason for why they get down the field and maybe score a touchdown or something like that. Besides that, on the other side here, it's establishing the run and all that, things like that. So that's Jalen Hurts. Creating big plays to receivers is going to be definitely A.J. Brown, and then Devontae Smith will be captains there. Besides that, that's kind of the three I would go to. I know Sanders could be, but it just feels like Jalen Hurts might rush in the touchdown instead over him and maybe get the rushing yards too, as well as he's getting to be able to throw the ball too. So these three would be my favorite. Then, when it comes to flex options, yeah, Sanders could be in play there. Dallas Goedert is in play there. It looks like, what was it? Commanders giving up 8 to defense and 8 basically to kicker. So both of those are in play then. If you want to take the savings since the Eagles defense is still priced very high, you can go with the kicker then with Elliott here and just roll with that and just take those savings, almost $2,000, right? I don't know exactly, yeah, $2,000 savings there. So now let's see how will we build this lineup here. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I think I would want a receiver since it looks like Commanders, yeah, they're 9th in the league at receivers. That's where they're top 10 at giving up fantasy points too. So I definitely want a receiver. I think I would actually go with Devontae Smith. I know the last game he did really good against them. It's not even that. I just feel like he might have found he might have something against him where he could just do well against this team. And they might line him up. He was mostly in a slot that day when he did go off on them. And I know A.J. Brown's kind of been more out wide than he's been in the slot. So I do feel like Devontae Smith could be able to attack them well because that's where Washington's defense is kind of weaker at, is the slot. So I feel like Devontae Smith might line up there. And I think I definitely got to go with Jalen Hurts. What was it? I believe the kicker and the defense was high. Pretty high points there, man. Let me see. So Eagles defense, and if I roll with the kicker, what would that put me at? I just want to see where I'm at here. Okay, so then if I was thinking they're having a tough time like this with the defense showing up, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts doing their thing, the kickers doing their thing, just rolling with what's my best option here. If I had to take, let me just see. If I take Logan Thomas, what is that leaving with? 12,400. And if I take AJ, okay, so I'm left with 1,800. Yeah, that would just be like a straight 5v1, them just killing them. I don't know if it'll be that. I feel like the Eagles defense is vulnerable to getting scored on still, because if they let Mills score I think twice on them, I feel like, yeah, and he didn't even have Cooks there, so I feel like they're definitely vulnerable to get scored on, which will make me probably take out their defense here. And I think I want to roll with Dotson. I like Dotson being back. Big play receiver there. Might have an easier matchup than what McLaurin gets in this game. I already have Logan Thomas. I don't really think I want Logan Thomas. I think, let's see, do I want to take, depends on my next play here. Do I still want to take the Eagles defense and Johan Dotson and maybe take another play? Yeah, that might be the play here. And still probably take McLaurin or taking Gibson. because I still think I would kind of want to run like a 4v2 here. I think, yeah, something like that. I might probably want to put in something like this, y'all. So that way, I mean, I can still do 5v1 here, by just taking Sanders, could be a good play, or Goddard still could be a decent play. But definitely, I feel like, having, a lot of good plays here for Philly, with Heine, well, not Heineke, bro, but McLaurin, and taking Gibson or Samuel. I feel like all those will be good plays to go in with Dotson and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's it though. I feel like that's the way I would run this lineup. I know as well though. Let's see real quick. If I would have took AJ Brown, where is this same lineup get me to? That's what I'm trying to look at. So it puts me at like a B Rob. I want to run that, or I have to run like the kicker probably, and that's not a lot. I mean, it wasn't a lot of points there, but yeah, I have to run the kicker there. Gainwell is 2 and play 2 as well though. McKissick showed that he got a few targets, so he could also do it that way too as well. But yeah, it felt like I had better fantasy point plays here when I take Devontae Smith at captain. And I know a lot of people are going to have AJ Brown since he's been playing so well, but it could be Devontae Smith this game, so it could be just a good tournament play too to switch my receiver to be Devontae Smith at captain instead. So that's it though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Hope that helps y'all out. Hope y'all win some big money, man, off of this, showdown for Monday night. Hope y'all already won some big money, for the Sunday slate. It's your boy J Star, and I'm out. Peace.